Hello friends, welcome back. If you're new here, welcome. My name's Lori and this is created by LJ. So today I'm out here on my deck this morning. It's Sunday morning. I'm going to finish eating my breakfast and then I'm going to spend my 1 minute with God in my devotional. And then in today's video, we're going to be doing the kitchen appliances. I do the oven, microwave, we're going to do the refrigerator, and clean the filter in the dishwasher. So I thought while we're doing that, we might have a little bit of chat time and I can tell you about my weight loss journey so far and how being on a GLP-1 has affected me in several different ways. So I'll give you the good, the bad, the ugly, and then maybe talk about some of the things that I'm doing to change or reverse some of the side effects that have come from the GLP-1. Anyway, if you are into needing some cleaning motivation or you want to hear my story, stick around because as soon as I'm done eating and do my devotional, we're going to get started. I don't know if you know this, but rinsing in cold water will make your dishes spotless, but rinsing in hot water dries them faster. I remember learning that several years ago. Okay, now that the dishes are all done, here is what we're looking at in the refrigerator. You guys, it's been a long time since I've cleaned this out. Can you see all that dirt down in there and stuff? So disgusting. And even in there, I mean, it's not dirt, but it's food. And then, of course, this is a hot mess, but I'm going to go through all this and we're going to get rid of stuff, and then I'm going to wash all the shelves, or wipe down all the shelves, and then wash all the drawers. So let's do it. I do have a trash bag here for stuff that we're going to throw away. I'm going to be honest with you. I hate this job, but it has to be done. So. Oops. That's normal in the klutz. One of the best things I ever did was put this turntable in the refrigerator. It makes it so convenient for your condiments. But why do we still have all of these? And these. All right, let's go ahead and start with getting the shelves cleaned so I can get that stuff back in. And then we'll work on the drawers and the shelves. I was struggling. Sorry, I'm trying to think how to start this. So, for years, I've struggled with weight loss. Not that I was ever obese or anything like that, but never happy with my weight. People in my life over the years had made comments and stuff that were uh, hurtful, I guess you could say. So, I've tried probably every fad diet out there. I did Weight Watchers, I did supplements, I did keto, I did just low carb because that's my weakness. I love carbs. I love breads, I love potatoes, I love sweets. So that was always kind of a downfall of mine. But anyway, so I think it was 2 years ago, my husband's doctor put him on Manjaro because my husband's a diabetic, and his A1C was getting out of hand, and so he's been on diabetic medicine for years. But they decided to try the Manjaro, and it was working really well for him. Still does. He's lost a ton of weight. His A1C is down. He's monitoring his blood sugar multiple times a day, but he has one of those sensors so he can see it all the time. He still has his struggles up and down, but him and his doctor are working through that. And then my daughter started on it. She started on Zepbound. She was like pre-diabetic, and that's why she went on it. And she had good results. And I was just struggling really bad with not being able to lose weight. And once menopause came, it just got worse, and I was putting on more weight, and I just didn't feel good. But I knew because my BMI was low that they wouldn't put me on it. So between menopause and I have a thyroid condition, those two things alone were really affecting my weight, and it just kept going up, going up in areas that I never had issues. I mean, I've always had midsection on the backside, but never really any problems with my belly or, anywhere else. So I tried a couple different things and it wasn't working. And then I had a friend at one of our clients that he is a distributor for Zepbound. So the compound, I guess. This is what it looks like. It's the tirzepatide. Comes in a little vial. And so I was able to get it from him. And at least it was somebody I trusted. So I started in January on just the 2.5, and the results were amazing. Hang on, let's get these cleaned out. Okay, I think my highest weight, non-pregnancy, but my highest weight during this period of time was close to 150 pounds, and I'm only 5'3", so that's a lot of weight. And I didn't feel good in my clothes. I didn't feel good, period. Didn't have energy. Struggled with a lot of those things. So anyway, so I got on the GLP-1 back at the beginning of the year, and it worked. I mean, I was losing the weight, no problem. And I had heard, that there are side effects and that you have to be really careful. It's important to eat right and exercise. All right, I didn't do those things. Just being honest. I am not one to go to a gym, so I'm not big on working out. And I didn't have a problem really with eating right because you didn't want to eat at all. So I had to make myself eat. But some of the things that I found was I lost my desire for a lot of foods, and my taste buds had changed. So certain things that I used to love, I didn't like anymore. Plus, it's very hard to want to cook, and dealing with raw meat, certain like chicken. I had a real hard time with that. Ah. And it's weird because you see so many people that have had great results and they have more energy, and these commercials, they talk about all this stuff and everyone talks about how great it is. But it's not all about that. You do get depression. Not everybody. I guess I should disclose that this is just my personal experience with it. I've never gone over the 2.5 milligrams. I've always stayed on that initial dosage. But there's people that take up to 15, which is my husband, for example. I'm not sure what that would do to me. So anyway, I think that you just have to be really, really careful, and when you decide if it's for you or not. Some people have struggled with anxiety as well. I haven't had any trouble with anxiety, but I do have a lack of wanting to do things, or even simple projects like this. It's like I have to really push myself. And if it wasn't for YouTube, it would be a lot worse. But because people depend on you to do it, you get out there and do it. And so, but anyway, I think I'm down to, I stay around 119 to 121. It's just very, and I'm comfortable there. But now I need to take the next step because I've started getting like the saggy skin. Now, today is a no makeup day. It's just me because it's Sunday and I wasn't putting makeup on. So you'll just have to live with what I look like today. But, yeah, but the saggy skin, the muscle loss, things like that, that's real. Hair loss and lack of, your hair having bounce to it, having that moisture in it, things like that. It's just very dry and brittle because it sucks everything out of you. Hang on. All right, I'm back. So anyway, so now because I didn't really think that would happen to me since I was only taking the 2.5, but it did. And so, yeah, I love the way my clothes fit. I'm happy that that extra weight is gone, but now you have to deal with the other things. So after I get done with the refrigerator, we'll talk more about it. So, and I can tell you some of the things I'm doing to try to reverse some of that, and then what my plan is moving forward. Okay. So, random questions. What kind of refrigerator do you prefer? Do you like side by sides, or do you like the French style with the 2 French doors and the freezer down below, or just the conventional refrigerator? Freeze. I don't like the side by sides because I just don't feel like there's that much room in them. Like, you're very limited on what you can have in there. All right, so I separated. This has sliced cheese. This was extra bacon from yesterday. This is our deli ham, pepperoni, bologna, and then these are our shredded cheeses. And then this is bacon, so we'll put it back here, since I only cook that on the weekends. All right, so that one's done. Getting there. Up there. I did put my milk there instead of on the door, but everything has a place and everything looks so much better. And then here's on the side, I put all the drinks on the first 2 shelves, and then down here is like our salad dressings, things like that we use often, and then the barbecue sauces. And of course the eggs are up there, but it looks so much better. So the freezer is in pretty good shape, but I am going to go ahead and wipe it down. Okay, so we're going to finish up the refrigerator and freezer, and then I'm going to clean the outside of it, but I thought I would just go ahead and do this as a voiceover. First of all, I'm not including cleaning the oven in this video, otherwise it would have been probably a 45-minute video, but I'll put that in my next video. But I did want to talk a little bit more about my weight loss journey and where I'm at right now and what I'm doing to kind of reverse some of the side effects. I've been trying to do a lot of research on it. There's so many products out there that people are trying to sell to people who are on GLP-1s, you know, to help with hair loss, saggy skin. There's so many different things, and it gets to the point where you don't know who to believe, or, you know, how much money you're spending on these things, and, you know, it's just overwhelming. So I'm trying to take some more natural approaches to it. But I do think that I'm going to stop taking the GLP-1, only because it just sucks the life out of me, just to be perfectly honest. So, you know, the day after you take it, you're exhausted, you don't have any energy, you don't want to do anything. You can get headaches, constipation. I mean, that might be TMI, but it's the truth. So there are a lot of different things that go along with it. But I did start taking pumpkin seed oil, and I have looked at some natural remedies. Castor oil is really good for skin and hair, so I'm happy to share with you what I'm doing with that to help with my hair. I also have been taking the Force Factor hair growth, and I am starting to see a difference with my hair, and I do have less of the shedding and hair loss than what I had before. I also need to change my thyroid medicine, and I think I'm going to go to one that is a more natural. So I have asked my doctor about that, and I still have part of my prescription left, so I'm hoping that when that comes up for renewal, she'll change over to it's called Armour, and I guess it's a more natural, you don't get all those side effects. I just am not a big medicine person. I don't like being on a lot of prescriptions. So that's part of it. I'm also going to start exercising. I'm not a gym person, which I said earlier in the video, but I am going to get back to doing certain exercises to help firm up my arms and my legs, and then see how that goes. Yeah, so that's where I'm at. I do need to start eating more vegetables and fruits, and just get on a better eating habit. I do drink a lot of water, and I do walk a lot, but yeah. So if you want to continue on the journey with me, I'll keep you updated on how that's going, and we'll see where it goes. Here I just put a cup of white vinegar in the top rack of the dishwasher just to give it a good clean and sanitize. I never did find a filter in this dishwasher, so kind of odd. But I was trying to get the settings set so that it would be on a high temperature, and I was struggling with it. But anyway, that's pretty much going to take us to the end of this video, and in the next video I will be doing the oven, and I'm still working on coming up with the project in the kitchen, and I'll keep you posted on that as well. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, like, share, comment, whatever. If you have questions, just put those down in the comments as well. I'm happy to answer those. And I would love for you to subscribe if you like this video. Also, I will tell you, I am thinking about creating another channel. It would be totally different from this one. I do enjoy this video being creative and cleaning and decorating and doing makeovers, things like that. But the other channel will be more of what's going on in my life, being 60 years old, 2 years away from retirement, different things like that, things that are going on in my life, things that, you know, people my age are going through. So anyway, if you might be interested in that, I'll let you know once I get that channel up and going. And yeah, so I'm going to finish up the dishwasher, and then I will see you guys in the next one. I hope you have a great remainder of the week. Bye.